Number 10. Imagine driving a piece of art around Lake Como. That's exactly what it feels like behind the wheel of the Alfa Romeo 6C 2500 SS Villa d'Este. With just 36 ever built, this isn't just a car, it's a tuxedo on wheels. Born in the late 1940s, this post-war beauty brought elegance back to a world that desperately needed it. It's named after the prestigious Villa d'Este Concours d'Elegance, where it actually won the Best Design Award. Yep, it's basically the Oscar winner of vintage cars. Under the hood, a silky smooth 2.5-liter inline-six engine, refined enough to charm your grandmother, but powerful enough to surprise a few sports cars of its day. The body was handcrafted by Carrozzeria Touring using the lightweight Superleggera technique. That means this thing is as light on its feet as an Italian ballroom dancer. Number 9. You know a car is special when it sells out before most people even knew it existed. The new Alfa Romeo 33 is that kind of rare. Just 33 units were hand-built, and every single one was spoken for faster than you can say, bellissimo. This car isn't just a modern sports coupe. It's a love letter to Alfa's past, specifically the legendary 1967 33 Stradale. But this isn't a mere homage. It's a full-blown masterpiece blending retro inspiration with cutting-edge technology. Buyers had a choice, fully electric or twin-turbo V6. Either way, you get enough power to make your spine tingle and your neighbors jealous. Each 33 was custom-tailored for its owner, meaning no two are exactly alike. Alfa Romeo even brought back the original factory workers and coach builders from Carrozzeria Touring and Zagato to help shape these by hand. Number 8. Born from the Tipo 33 race car, this beauty was Alfa's ambitious attempt to bring motorsport madness to public roads. And they did it with flair, drama, and just 18 units ever made. That's right, only 18. 5 of the 18 chassis were handed over to design houses like Pininfarina and Bertone to create wild concept cars. If you spot one in the wild, either you've entered a billionaire's garage or you're dreaming. Under its body lies a 2-liter V8 that revs to an ear-piercing 8,800 RPM, practically a Ferrari scream in an Alfa wrapper. It pushed out around 230 horsepower, but in a car weighing just 1,543 pounds, it was like strapping a rocket to a feather. The result? A 0 to 60 time of around 4.9 seconds. Today, it's a unicorn. Prices? If you have to ask, you're not getting one. But let's just say one sold for over $10 million. And that's before taxes and a good cry from the seller. Number 7. Nicknamed Tubolare Zagato, the TZ2 was the hotter, sleeker, and significantly more race-obsessed follow-up to the original TZ1. The TZ2 was created purely for motorsport. Alfa Romeo and coach builder Zagato teamed up again, but this time with an even sharper focus on weight and aerodynamics. They replaced the aluminum body with fiberglass, making it lighter than a feather on a diet, just 1,370 pounds. Combine that with a 1.6-liter twin-cam 4-cylinder engine producing 170 horsepower and revving like an Italian opera singer in full voice, and you've got a recipe for podiums and jealous competitors. Its curvaceous body was so low and swoopy, it looked like it was melting into the road, and that was on purpose. Designed for maximum aerodynamic efficiency, the TZ2 didn't just look fast standing still, it actually was fast. It could hit 160 miles per hour, which in the mid-60s for a 1.6-liter car was borderline witchcraft. Number 6. Born in 2010 as a tribute to 100 years of Alfa Romeo, the TZ3 Stradale is a rare beast. Only 9 were ever made. That's right, just 9. You're more likely to spot Bigfoot driving a Ferrari than see a TZ3 in the wild. Despite the Alfa badge and Italian flair, the TZ3 has an American heart, a 8.4-liter V10 borrowed, straight from the Dodge Viper ACR. Yes, that Viper. It cranks out 631 horsepower and sounds like a caffeinated thunderstorm. Zagato, the legendary Italian coach builder, wrapped this brute in a long, sleek carbon fiber body with curves that would make Botticelli blush. Technically, it's not a true Alfa Romeo underneath. It's a Viper in an Italian tuxedo. But don't let that ruin the romance. Zagato calls it a design exercise. But let's be real, it's a rolling sculpture with an attitude problem and a 6-speed manual. Number 5. Built as a futuristic experiment in aerodynamics, the Disco Volante was Alfa's wild attempt to slice through air like a hot knife through spaghetti. Built on the Alfa 1900 chassis and designed by the wizardly minds at Carrozzeria Touring, the Disco Volante featured a curvaceous, alien-like body that made 1950s crowds drop their espresso in disbelief. Under the hood was a 2-liter inline-4 engine, tuned to around 156 horsepower, modest by today's standards. But in 1952, with that slippery body and ultra-lightweight frame, it was more than enough to turn heads and lap times. The Disco Volante's shape was so iconic that Alfa Romeo and Touring Superleggera revived the design in 2012 as a modern tribute based on the 8C Competizione. Number 4. Designed by the brilliant Franco Scaglione at Bertone, the 2000 Sportiva looked like it had been sketched during a particularly stylish dream. Its long nose, sloping rear, and delicate curves were pure 1950s Italian elegance, with just a hint of, "I can totally outrun your Ferrari." Under the hood sat a 2-liter twin-cam inline-4 pumping out around 138 horsepower, which may sound modest, but this car only weighed about 2,000 pounds. The 2000 Sportiva was meant to bridge the gap between Alfa's racing success and their road car lineup, but alas, it never made it to production. Maybe it was too advanced. Only 4 were ever made in 1954, 2 coupes and 2 spiders, making it rarer than a sunny day in Milan during Fashion Week. Number 3. Built in 2023 as a one-off commission for a very lucky customer, this car is rarer than a parking spot in Rome. SWB stands for short wheelbase, but don't let the name fool you, there's nothing small about its presence. It's sleek, muscular, and every curve screams, "I eat supercars for breakfast." This one-of-one masterpiece was crafted by Zagato. The donor car, a Giulia GTM, already a ferocious beast with a 2.9-liter twin-turbo V6, pumping out 553 horsepower. Zagato didn't just rebody it, they sculpted it. Think carbon fiber panels, a fighter jet canopy vibe, and taillights that look like they belong in Blade Runner. The Giulia SWB Zagato is a celebration of over a century of Alfa and Zagato collaborations, dating back to the 1920s. This car proudly nods to the classic TZ and SZ models while making no apologies for being a modern-day speed demon. Number 2. Unveiled at the 2025 Concorso d'Eleganza Vita d'Este, this is a one-off supercar commissioned by a very lucky Italian collector. It's based on the modern-era 8C Competizione, retaining the Ferrari Maserati 4.7-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine that pumps out around 444 horsepower good for 0 to 60 in about 4.2 seconds, and a top speed near 181 miles per hour. Zagato didn't just rebody it, they gave it a dramatic camback double-tail, the Doppia Coda, combining aerodynamics and dramatic flair, also featuring the unmistakable double-bubble roof that feels both retro and futuristic. Winning the Concept Car Cup and a design award at Via d'Este was the icing on this carbon fiber cake. Even though it's a monster on wheels, Zagato says the rear design isn't just for looks, it actually improves aerodynamics. So yes, it looks like it's doing 200 miles per hour standing still, and it basically is. Number 1. The Giulietta Goccia is a one-off eyelash-fluttering teardrop of a car created in 1961 by styling genius Giovanni Michelotti, resting atop the mechanical bones of a Giulietta Sprint Veloce chassis built in 1957 and tuned by Conrero. Goccia means drop in Italian. Because its silhouette is so aerodynamic, it looks like it might just roll off into a glass of Prosecco. Originally even rebodied as an SVZ by Zagato with lightweight tweaks, it was reborn in 1961 with an elegant aluminum fastback shell from Michelotti and Conrero, leaving the chassis unchanged, but the style turned way up. Boasting a featherweight of around 750 kilograms and a 1.3-liter twin-cam engine, tuned to a spirited 130 horsepower. It could flirt with 137 miles per hour, quite a feat for its era and size.